Hi, Joe Peprocki from Loyola Press for Pop-Up Catechesis. You know, when you hike through a national park, you find locations that are identified as scenic viewpoints or lookout points. And these are usually elevated locations where you can pause on your journey and take in the scenery in a more meditative way with a more panoramic view. Well, you know, in life, we have days that we call holidays when we pause from our usual routine to celebrate an occasion or an event and to relax. Well, holidays, of course, get their name from holy days. And in our church's liturgical calendar, we continue to have holy days, days that are set apart for God's purposes. Now, in Scripture, we're taught that God alone is holy, meaning that God is set apart from us, not distance wise, but in his essence. God is wholly other. God has his own category. For us to be holy, then, is to simply reflect God's image. To be holy is to be set apart for God's purposes. So, a holy day, or for that matter, a holy hour or a holy week, is a period of time that's set aside for God's purposes. Holy days are more like lookout points where we pause on our journey to gaze more intensely at a specific aspect of the paschal mystery of Christ. We also use the phrase holy days of obligation. An obligation is a commitment, and commitments place expectations upon us. We have an obligation to our spouse, our children, our parents, our neighbors, our employers, and so on. Well, in a similar way, we have an obligation to God, a commitment that comes with expectations. One of those expectations is to set aside holy days to focus on our relationship with God. So, holy days of obligation are simply days in our liturgical calendar, in addition to Sundays, that place an expectation on us to pause and to take in the beauty of God's love, mercy, compassion, and grace. For Pop-Up Catechesis, this is Joe Peprocki. Until next time, God bless.